please, remember. Why? Why? Please, please, why?
Kilby, don't feel alone.
What?
Kilby.
Yes?
You're not all that you've got.
No?
No, not when we're together.
Together?
Don't feel alone.
I do.
Remember?
I can't.
Try.
I get lost.
Winding and twisting.
Up and down.
All around.
My thoughts move further and further, leaving me.
Not when we're together.
Oh?
No. Think of the days.
Oh, I do.
And the nights.
Remember.
The river.
I remember.
The shore.
Yes.
Hear it running.
No?
And listen. It goes on and on.
Yes, I think I hear it.
Listen to it go away from all the things we've ever done.
Yes.
Follow
I can remember.
it. Kilby, you're not alone. I'm here.
I can see the...
Remembering the old willow tree?
Yes, it seems so bent, so sad.
Dog in the field.
When I was a kid,
Hoot owls on winter nights.
outside my window,
Oh, you were a soldier.
I was in the Navy.
Play me a song.
I tried to play.
But we're together, Kilby.
Yes.
Listen for the river and play me a song. Won't you think of this valley you're leaving? Oh, how lonely, how sad it will be. Oh, think of the fond heart you're breaking and the grief you are causing me to see.
I can play.
Oh, you always could.
And why do I seem lost?
Not when we're together.
Leanna, I don't know what to do.
Dance with me.
What if I can't remember how?
Oh, you're with me. You'll remember, I promise.
Nothing is the same.
Should it be?
I'm always falling and I can never grab hold of anything. Jesus, I just want to hold on for a moment. A thought, a word. Passes by so quickly. I can hear, I can see, but it's always moving by me.
You're dancing.
I'm with you,
That's the way it should be.
but you're not always here. Too many times when I'm alone, moving around inside a huge empty space, you're gone. People are gone. Sometimes even I'm gone.
But when you're in this place, you should feel free. No worries, no concerns. For the first time in your life, you have nothing to weigh you down. No thoughts, no memories.
But soon the memories come and they move by so quickly and they surround me and they push me and they push me until I'm to the edge. Then it's either over the side and fall or I suffocate. I suffocate. I begin to panic. I have to jump. I can't breathe. I'm too crowded. Oh, please. Please, remember. Play. Help. Why I play. I
Pop, it's me, Stephen.
play.
You've been playing some music?
Stephen, listen to this song.
All right. Entertain me. Pop, you gonna play me a
The
song?
river.
What about the river?
Got to go to the river.
No, let's go to the river another day. We can just stay in the hospital for now.
Who knows?
No. I pay good money for you to be here. I will not have hoot owls.
My window.
Feathers in the operating room. I won't have it.
Where's the dog?
What dog, Pop? We never had a dog.
On the farm. Had plenty of dogs.
When you were a kid, your father had dogs, but you never would let us have a dog.
Feed the dogs.
All right? Off the dogs. Here, Fido, Rover, come eat your bones. There you go, Dad. The dogs have been fed.
Stephen,
I'm here.
where have you been?
I've been at work. That's where I always am when I'm not here with you.
How was school?
Well, school, I graduated 40 years ago.
You're late.
I'm sorry. I should just quit my job and move in here.
I can't play.
Well, why don't we put the guitar away?
Let's put the guitar away.
Okay. Why don't we put the guitar away?
Let's put the guitar away.
Dad, how many times can we repeat the same thing?
Many times.
That's right. That's right, Pop. You look pretty good. Did they give you your medicine?
Didn't want it.
You took it, though.
Forced me.
Who, the nurse?
Nazis.
Dad, you can't call the nurses Nazis. They will not want to help you.
Too many pills.
You need those pills, don't you? Don't you?
They have mustaches.
Who?
The Nazis.
Dad, the nurses do not have mustaches. I have seen your nurses. They're very nice looking.
Disguises. They wait for me to turn my back. I know those kind of people.
You're out of your mind.
It's the pills.
It's not the pills. You have got to take your medicine. And I'm not going to hear anything more about it.
I was on the Omaha when we saw this
Let's
freighter.
don't change the subject.
Captain told the radio man to hail the vessel, but they didn't
And
respond.
they were flying the British insignia.
Under British
Dad,
colors.
I've heard the story.
The coat finally came in, but it was a week old.
And the captain said, we're moving in.
The freighter started to run.
And you caught up.
Our demolition team boarded the
To
ship.
stop the self-destruct mechanism.
What?
And your ship had captured the first German warship of World War II.
I was in the Navy, do you remember?
Yes,
Navy kept me busy.
kept you very busy. Kept you away from Mother and from me, that's what I remember.
Maybe I should have retired early.
Dad, it's too late to think about that now.
You wrote me that letter.
I wrote you many letters.
Said I was never there for you.
Dad, those days are in the past. Now come on, let's get into bed.
Stephen,
Come on, into bed.
Hello, Stephen.
How are you?
You're here early today.
Well, I can't come this evening. I have a dinner meeting.
That means Kilby will start getting angry at about 6 o'clock.
It's not so easy to get here every day. I mean, traffic's bad. I usually have to leave work early, and parking here is a problem. I would come tonight if I could, but my dad cannot expect me to be here every day. I mean, it is just not fair.
I don't think he expects it. He probably won't even remember.
Probably not.
And how is he today?
He's the same.
We've been trying some new medication that his doctor recommended.
His legs look awfully bad.
Yeah, it takes a while.
I thought his chest would be hurting him more.
It's always the grass from the legs. Takes forever.
Well, they're awfully bruised.
They'll get better.
Yeah.
Has his mind cleared up?
Well, he thinks he's being drugged by the Nazis.
Your father does not like male nurses.
That makes sense. He was
Yeah.
talking about a mustache.
Kilby seems to prefer the ladies.
tried to pull my teeth out.
Really?
My teeth.
Well, I'll tell George not to pull your teeth
I'm
out.
sorry. Dad, I get very embarrassed when you say these things. The nurses are very nice to you, aren't they? But don't they get you your snacks? The last week when you lost your guitar pick, didn't they find it for you?
We know he doesn't mean it. He can't help it, can you, Mr. Fleming?
I don't trust one of you.
I took him to McDonald's on Saturday to get his Egg McMuffin. He takes the table apart while I'm in the restroom.
Did he put it back
Are
together?
you kidding? Not only did he put it back together, he gave the manager tips on how to improve it.
Well, at least he remembered how to put it back together.
Yes, but he thought he was working on a '65 Buick LeSabre.
Best car on the road.
I believe you, Kilby.
Bad garage. No tools.
Dad was a restaurant.
Restaurant?
Yes, McDonald's.
Today's Saturday?
No, today is not Saturday.
Oh, speaking of this Saturday, the doctor wants to run some more tests.
More tests.
Yes, he wants to see how much further along he is, mentally.
Well, he's not getting any better, right?
That's
Well,
right.
then why more tests?
Well, just to make sure.
Why, but he doesn't have...
Alzheimer's.
Oof. Well, he was perfectly fine when he came in here, that's all I know.
Yeah?
Dad, not now.
He needed a bypass.
I know, but now he can only speak in fragments, pieces of sentences.
Well, anesthesia can affect the old. He still remembers Saturdays. He'll get it back.
Yeah?
Dad, Leanne is not here.
Kilby, do you feel like talking?
Stephen?
I'm going to ask Stephen to step outside.
Leanna, where's Stephen?
Mom's not here. She died, remember?
Remember?
Yes, Mom's dead. Gonna be all right?
He'll be okay. I just want to talk with him. I want to ask him some questions and see if he gives us the same answers that he gave last week.
I'm gonna be outside.
Don't worry.
Just thinking.
We all do.
Like what keeps him going? Is he able to connect the names with the faces?
I think so.
Dad, you gonna be all right? I'm outside.
Kilby? Kilby?
Got to go.
Go where, Kilby?
With nothing.
No, today we're going to talk.
Our demolition crew boarded the ship to disconnect the self-destruct mechanism. We had
Self-destruct?
captured the first German warship of the war.
World War II?
America's neutral.
I'm confused.
You sick?
I'm lost.
What?
I'm lost, Kilby.
We're lost.
Honey,
I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
too much time.
Retirement.
No, that's not what I wanted to know.
Why?
Leave that garden be and eat your lunch.
Lunchtime. Isn't it lunchtime?
Kilby, you just ate. Are you hungry?
Wash up outside.
Lunchtime.
Kilby, you just ate, all right? All right?
Yes.
All right, Kilby. Now, where are you?
Oh, don't forget to have an appointment.
At the hospital.
Exactly, the hospital.
Yes.
All right, Kilby, why don't you tell me about the Navy?
Dad, you're not leaving again.
Navy tells me what to do.
And you did it.
Have to. Orders.
Don't order me around.
Stephen!
Your son.
Yes.
Stephen wanted you to stay home
Yes.
We'll have to follow you. Mom always follows.
Anna wanted to follow me.
during the war.
When my ship is in, I want them there.
We'll have to follow.
Now, Stephen,
I didn't have to move around so much.
I want to be there when your father comes home.
Anna insisted.
I insist.
It's perfectly understandable.
She was only a little girl.
It's our baby.
Ooh,
Lacey.
you have a daughter too?
Kilby, I'm driving there to meet you.
Don't come. It's too far to drive.
I insist.
Driving from where?
Kentucky to San Diego.
That's a long trip.
Too long.
You made us drive all that way.
Even I didn't want you to come.
Come on, kids. We're going to meet your
Roads
father.
were so bad back then.
During the war.
Yes.
Mom, why can't we live in one place for more than a month?
Your father wants to share his leave with us, Stephen.
Loved her.
Your wife.
Anna.
I love you too. And the operator says we have to
I love them.
hang up, so we have to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I tried to hold on to
It
her.
wasn't your fault.
Is there something in our lane?
The roads were so bad in the country.
Kilby? There's something in our lane.
She was so tiny.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
The funeral was at the old house.
Kilby, I'm lost.
If you hadn't made us,
Lacey, I'm sorry.
Kilby, help me out, all right?
Leanna forgave me.
Kilby, leave the garden be.
Kilby, I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Retirement.
No, we're not talking about your retirement.
Too much time.
Kilby, let's try to really concentrate this time, all right?
All right.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, Kilby, where are you?
Hospital?
Great!
Great.
All right, do you know why you're here?
Must be sick.
Super! Do you feel sick?
Do I look sick?
You look great.
I look awful.
Well, does anything hurt?
Everything hurts when you're my age.
Anything specific?
Shoulders ache. I
Really? Let me see. How high can you raise it?
High enough to wash a dish, but not enough to put it away.
Did you fall on this shoulder, Kilby?
Oh, yes.
When?
More times than I want to recall.
Well, it could be a tear in the muscle or a tendon. I'll have to order some x-rays and have the doctor look at it.
First time I fell on it, I was in the Army.
I thought you were in the Navy.
I spent 2 years at Fort Knox learning I wanted to be in the Navy.
I see. Well, I'm going to schedule some tests
I
for
was
your
just
shoulder.
16.
Will you be all right in here while I'm gone?
Second time I fell
I'm
on
going
it.
to step outside just a few minutes, Kilby.
Outside?
Yes.
Don't leave the door open. You'll let the cold air in. I'm outside.
Lunch.
I'm in the middle of a job.
Well, I'm in the middle of lunch.
Leanna, can you bring it out here? I'm trying to work.
Well, I can, but I don't want to.
I've got to finish this car. Oh, damn. Oh. Never will get used to these foreign cars. I should have told Mrs. Crowley I just don't work on foreign cars. Oh, this thing isn't worth the metal it's made of.
Well, what would you like to drink, Kilby?
Oh, it depends what we're having.
Leftover ham, whole bean potatoes and cornbread.
Oh, the Coca-Cola.
Bottle or glass?
Just give me the bottle.
Please?
What?
You could throw in a please once in a while.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Where the hell is Stephen? Never home when I need him.
He's at school.
It's darn near 2 o'clock.
Doesn't get out till 3.
I thought he got out at 2 o'clock.
Oh, wrong city, wrong state, wrong school.
Really?
Losing your memory at such a young age. How sad.
I remember a Coca-Cola I was promised.
I'll get it for you.
Could you hand me a crescent wrench?
Sure. What's it look like?
Oh, like a crescent wrench. Never mind, I'll get it myself. What?
Don't touch those. You might hurt yourself.
Hurt?
It's my fault. I shouldn't have left those in here.
Sorry.
It's all right, Kilby. You didn't know. Lucky for you, you didn't cut yourself.
I need a crescent wrench.
I don't have one here. I usually just tighten people's bolts by hand.
Coke?
Coke?
Coca-Cola.
Sure, we can arrange that. Would you like it in a can or a
I
glass?
told you already.
We'll just get you a can. Oh, and let me take these instruments out of here.
Out of Coca-Cola.
Stephen.
That boy's done it again. He drinks more cola than a person should be allowed to. He loves Coca-Cola.
You'll be home soon. I need him here.
Half an hour.
I want him to help.
He's too young.
You're never too young to learn. He needs to know how to fix a car. Needs to be able to work on an engine.
He loses interest so quickly.
Yeah, there are priorities in life.
Let him grow up.
But it'll be too late.
Where do you get these ideas, Kilby?
From growing up.
Oh, so you're all grown up now.
Yes, Leanna.
Well, what happened to the playful side?
Oh, I suppose I left him in Kentucky.
Oh, I see.
No. Not that. It's the war. We don't have time to play in a boiler room. Time to think. Keep the pressure up. Check the batteries. Keep the turbines clear. I want to play. I really do. Then I know in a couple weeks I'll be back out there, and I think it's better if I just forget how to have fun. I won't know what I'm missing.
I know what you're missing.
And I have to work
Oh, come here.
in the garage.
More room.
Mrs. Crawley's car.
Good for my back.
What if Stephen comes home?
Oh, keep the steam up.
Anna.
Keep those turbines clear.
Oh, you'll always play, won't you? Oh, you'll always have a good time. You're the most alive person I know. Oh, I admire that. Nothing will keep you down for long.
You bet, sailor. Incoming.
I love you. What if Stephen comes home?
Won't.
Mrs. Crawley will die.
Oh, I love these foreign cars. Are you okay?
That's it, laugh.
It's just you look so silly down there.
Well, I think I'm dying.
Not dying.
My shoulder.
Oh, can you move?
Why don't I do a few push-ups and try it out?
Is it broken?
I don't know.
Move it.
Oh, it hurts. I can't move it. It hurts.
Oh, it's all right. We'll make it better.
Can't move it.
Don't. Just leave it be.
Well, is the mood broken?
It could be broken.
No, Kilby, I don't think it's broken.
Oh, where's Stephen? Why is he never here when I need him?
He's waiting.
He'll help me out when he gets home.
I'll help you up.
Why don't you just lie back down? I need some assistance in here.
Stephen!
Dad, what is it?
Steve, can you help me lift him
I'll
up?
help you
Get
up.
away!
And I'll get some ice.
What happened?
Ice? I fell on the ice.
Oh, Dad, you didn't slip on the ice.
Oh, his legs must have given out on him. Or it could be a combination of the medicines. He just won't stay in this bed.
Oh, my
Did you
shoulder.
break anything?
Nothing feels broken, but I'll get the doctor in here to make sure. We were just talking about his shoulder, and then he goes and falls on
Now,
it.
see, this is why.
Why?
Why he's here. I mean, I can't take care of him at home. Maggie can't watch him all the time. My God, he's like a kid.
You can't be upset about putting him in here. We can take care of him. Well, we will take care of him.
What happened?
You may have rolled out of bed, Mr. Fleming. Do you remember?
Oh, Mrs. Crawley's mad.
Crawley?
Couldn't fix that car.
Dad, the trolleys have been dead for 20 years.
We'll need a complete series. I'll call down for the doctor.
He fell on that shoulder years ago. He was working on the car in the garage and slipped and fell, and he couldn't get up until I came home from school to help him up. Mother couldn't move him. Wouldn't you know I was late? I mean, he gave me hell. He acted like it was my fault I'd fallen in the first place.
Steve, why don't you go on back to work? We'll keep your dad busy for the rest of the afternoon.
You be all right?
Yes, and don't forget that on Saturday we'll be running some more tests.
Yeah, of course. I'll still try and get his egg McMuffin here.
That'll be fine. I'll leave you alone with him for a while, and then I'll get someone to watch him.
Thanks.
And don't be too upset with him. He doesn't know that he's causing any trouble.
He has always caused trouble.
Old habits.
Well, Dad, you're a mess. Falling out of bed, talking to people who have been dead for years. Why? What happened to the man who constantly told me how to do everything? Don't pump the gas on the new car. Before you start it, you're going to flood it. Don't use credit cards. Never saw the sense in using credit. Never had problems. Save those coffee grinds. Put them in the little baggie by the sink. They're good for the garden. Don't you leave that water running while you're washing the dishes. I think I missed it. How could I miss that?
Stephen,
Yeah, Pop.
my shoulder hurts.
I know you fell on it. You fell on your bad shoulder.
Stephen,
Yes, Pop.
my shoulder hurts.
Well, try not to think about it.
Think about what?
Never mind.
How's Susie?
Well, I dated Susie in junior high school. I haven't heard from her in 45 years.
How is she?
She's fine. You mean Maggie, my wife? She's fine.
How is she?
She's going to bring you a piece of sweet potato pie tomorrow.
Where is she?
She's at home. Her father's ill too, and she's going to talk with her sister about maybe putting him in a home.
Oh, sad.
Yes.
Don't put me in a
No,
home.
I'm going to leave you right here, Dad.
It's a good house.
That's right. It's a fine house.
Deanna loves the kitchen.
I know, Bob.
Plenty of room.
It's a fine kitchen.
Designed it myself.
I know. I was there. Remember?
You helped me lay the foundation.
Yes, it took a long time.
Strong foundation.
That's what you wanted. One that would hold up no matter what.
We finished it together.
And then we went out for.
Barbecue.
You remember that?
Dry pork
On
barbecue.
a thick thigh.
And coleslaw. High up in the sky.
We had a good time that day.
We talked.
Yeah. Well, we didn't talk, but that day it didn't matter.
Stephen?
Yeah, Papa.
Susie called. And you... I love sweet potato pie.
Look, I brought you something. It's Mom's ring box.
Yes?
Well, you mentioned it last week, and I thought you might want to have it.
I made that box.
I know you did. Here, hold on to it. Tightly. Dad, don't lose it.
Stephen?
Dad, listen, I've got to go. Sorry. I need to go, but I've got a dinner meeting tonight. The boss is in town, and Willie said he wants to talk. I mean, maybe there's some changes in the air. Who can say?
Steve?
Dad, did you hear me? I won't be back tonight. You've got to have dinner by yourself.
Stevie?
I mean, maybe they can bring the dinner to you, and you won't have to go to the dining hall.
Mess hall.
I know how you don't like the mess hall.
It's a mess.
It's a mess in the mess hall. Listen, I've got to go.
What are we having for dinner tonight?
I won't be back.
Collard greens? Butter beans? I want butter beans. Fresh from the garden, 50 cents a pound.
Goodbye.
You're leaving.
I told you.
Go home.
Good idea.
Look in my closet.
Closet.
My uniform.
Your uniform is in the attic.
No, my uniform is in my closet.
Dad, your uniform hasn't been in the closet since Truman was president.
Stephen, bring me my uniform. My
Why
uniform!
do you want your old uniform?
I need it for the funeral. Mine.
Dad!
I need it to bury me with uniform.
Dad, you're not dying.
Steve, bring me the uniform!
Okay. All right, Pop.
No, Stephen! Stephen! Stephen!
What's the matter? Kilby, you're as red as a beet.
What do you mean?
Well, your face is flushed.
Well,
Well, you seem nervous.
I am the prettiest girl in Kentucky.
Oh, I don't think that's a reason to be nervous.
I do.
I'm back.
I said you brought a picnic lunch.
For us.
Oh, it's just a snack, Hildy. I know how you love your snacks.
Well,
Let's eat.
Sure. Do you need me to help you?
Well, if you'd rather eat than talk with me, Kilby Fleming, that's just fine.
Man, I'd much rather talk than eat.
Kilby, I'm not Leanna.
Why do I put up with you?
I'm sorry.
It's all right, Kilby. I know you have a hard time remembering names. So what?
I have something to give you.
You do?
You do?
Yes, I made it.
You made it?
For me?
Who else would I make things for?
It's beautiful.
Kilby, are you sure you want to give this to me?
I carved it from your favorite wood.
It's wonderful.
Kilby, I think you should keep that.
It's a jewelry box.
It's lovely.
A jewelry box?
Open it.
It doesn't look like it can hold much.
It doesn't need to hold much.
Oh, I know.
Open it.
It's a lovely box.
Oh, Kilby.
Do you like it?
Kilby?
It's my mother's ring, her wedding ring.
Kilby, Mr. Fleming, it's a beautiful little box, but there's nothing in it.
Kilby, I can't believe it.
She gave me the ring.
Marriage?
It's a lovely box.
Say yes.
I can't keep it, Kilby. I think you are confused.
All right, Kilby Fleming, I'll marry you.
This box is probably very important to you, somewhere from your past.
How did you know I would say yes?
Just assumed you would.
I'm sorry, Kilby. You keep it.
You think you know me so well.
Not as well as I'd like to.
Kilby, you're a sweet old man.
There'll be plenty of time.
Leanna,
Who is Leanna?
where is she?
Leanna's not here, Kilby.
Tell Leanna not to come.
All right, if I see Leanna, I'll tell her not to come.
Too long.
It's all right, Kilby.
Too long a drive.
Eat your snacks.
San Diego.
San Diego?
Tell her not to come.
Kilby, would you like to take a nap?
Stay awake.
Don't worry, I'll wake you when it's time for your x-rays.
She's too tired to drive all that way.
I think a nap will do you good.
Blaine,
Can you close your eyes?
he won't forgive me.
Close your eyes and you'll feel better.
I'm tired.
Well, I'll take this food away and you can get some rest.
Sleep.
That's right. The more sleep you get, the better off you'll be. This will keep you from falling.
Falling.
I'll be back in about an hour.
Keep falling.
Have a good nap, Kilby.
Easy.
That's right, Kilby. Talk to all your friends in your dreams.
Papa, when will Mama be coming home?
Soon.
Stephen told me that she had to bury her sister.
Yes.
But why does Mama have to do the burying?
Lacey, your mother isn't actually digging any holes. She's just there for the funeral.
Oh. Well, why didn't we go with Mama?
Oh, it's very far and very expensive.
But I want to go to a funeral.
Why?
Stephen says you actually get to see the dead person. I've never seen a real live dead person before.
Well,
Well, can you touch them?
no. I wouldn't want to if you could. Now, why don't you go back to bed?
I can't sleep.
You're not trying hard enough.
I am trying, but Stephen is snoring.
Just tell him to roll over on his side.
I don't think that will work. I already stuffed the blanket in his mouth, and that didn't do anything.
Would you like to sleep here with me?
Yes.
All right.
Just until Mama gets home.
Oh, I see.
A story would probably make me very sleepy.
A story.
Yes.
Any story?
The white-tailed deer?
Couldn't we do a different story just this once?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Deep, deep in the forest of a dismal swamp.
Were two tribes of Indians, the Shiwas and the Pawnees. Now, the Shiwas hated the Pawnees, and they were always at war.
And their braves fought in this war. Like you do when you go away.
Yes. Now, in the camp of the Shiwas was a beautiful Indian maiden named White Devil. She was the most beautiful maiden of the entire tribe.
And all the braves wanted to marry her.
But she didn't want to marry anyone.
I don't blame her.
You may change your mind one day.
I don't think so.
One day, White Dove was collecting berries in the swamp, and she came upon a wounded brave from the tribe of the Pawnees. Now, it is the law of the Shiwas that no one should ever help a Pawnee. But White Dove felt for the young man.
And she took care of him, bringing him food and water every day till he was well.
During this time, she fell in love with the warrior and was secretly married.
But the chief of the Shiwas discovered them, and shot an arrow through the warrior's heart.
White Bill was so broken-hearted she would not eat or drink for many days.
And she died by the grave of her lover, the Indian brave.
The old-timers of the swamp say that a willow tree grew from that warrior's grave. And the stump from that old willow is still there on the bank of Lake Drummond.
And every year,
At midnight, on the anniversary of their marriage, a white-tailed deer stands next to that tree stump
through the night,
until the morning light of dawn touches them.
I love that story.
Are you sleeping now?
I'm hungry.
Lacey,
One cookie and I'll be fast asleep.
just one and no Coca-Cola? No, not this dream. Oh. Let me in.
We can't.
You must.
We can't.
I want to play.
Playing is for children and puppies.
Let me in.
You don't love us.
Let me in.
You don't love us anymore.
We need some music.
We can't let you in.
You were a good friend.
I'm still your friend.
My friend.
Yes, always.
You were never my friend.
Listen for the river.
That's not true.
You were my master, my general.
I loved you.
Love?
Yes,
But you don't love us now?
of course I do. Let me in.
We cannot. Don't persist.
I must.
Not brave to
I
try.
am not brave.
Oh, but you once were.
I am with you.
Too long ago.
So
Let
brave.
me in.
Will you be my friend?
I am your friend.
But you went away.
Had to go.
You forgot us.
Never.
Sing a song.
Deserted your post.
Not
You
true.
passed away.
No, let me in.
You left our time to us.
That is a mistake.
No mistakes.
I need to come back.
Go back.
To dance.
And play.
And fight.
Please, open. Let me in.
Are you sure you want to come back?
Not
The
you.
dreams were so close to the nightmares.
Why are you here?
The baby is buried beneath my branches.
The tree is so sad.
You're always
Of
here.
course,
You cannot come.
he won't. He is afraid.
Now that there was a time, nations shook with fear. Waves washed over navies with a sweep of his hand. I was his favorite, and I ruled for him.
Will you not help me now?
I fight for you, by you.
No one can help you.
I would if I could.
Thank you.
We danced in the moonlight.
We could dance again.
You cannot.
We could.
In your arms, feeling your strength, carrying my form, moving like clouds.
He is afraid.
He is old.
He
No.
is tired.
And the music he makes.
Friend.
I waited.
Life distracted me.
I waited for so long.
School, marriage, work, children.
I'm too old to play.
And so is he.
Oh, why did I leave my friends?
Me?
Not you!
Beside your window I stood faithfully.
Frightening me!
The wind blew my branches against the glass.
You did it on purpose!
Why are you so angry?
Because I want to come back!
You cannot come.
Why?
War is over.
Oh,
The music stops.
You
hey,
can't remember how to play.
It is time.
my chest.
So much fear.
So much.
You cannot come here.
Summer goes, winter comes, after spring, the fall.
I know you think I did it. Go ahead and say it.
Evening sun sinks.
Are you happy now? I'm not getting back up. Life is finally holding me to the ground.
The river flows in the east.
Talk.
Never see the face of youth.
Talk
Your
to
hair
me.
turns white soon.
Do you remember her hair, her eyes, her voice, Kelly?
Reckon I could fetch to mind some kind of a story.
Stories.
Hear that?
She's gone.
The wind's whipping through the raised knees of the cypress trees, speaking with a voice deep and hollow,
Beneath the tree.
kind and cruel.
I put her beneath that tree.
Out hunting with my paw, all my brothers, dogs barking,
Can you hear? I heard her pain.
sweeping over the trees, heavy like a fall,
I heard her pain.
falling like the howl of a wild animal.
Can you hear her?
Eyes up ahead, stay behind with the boys.
I hear her all the time calling to me. Night and day, my baby, my little girl.
The lights and the noises grow with the darkness as the dead rise from their graves.
I've already condemned myself, so you don't have to.
Stars reach down and touch the earth on the same spot.
Touch me.
I try!
Touch me again.
I
Don't
do!
blame me anymore. Just hold
I'm
me.
falling and I wake up.
Falling and I'll never wake up. I'll always be falling.
So hard to forget.
after we were in the Lady Gulf. First to go through. Jesus, that must have been 120 degrees in that boiler room. 120, do you remember?
Seal her up. We might take a hit. Seal her up. Cool as a cucumber. Checking the pressure. Greasing the rods. Keep the boys working. Keep them busy. They won't have time to think. No time to think. No time to be afraid. No time to think. Remember?
Jesus, we didn't even sweat. 120 degrees, shells landing outside the hull, explosions, vibrations, sound, chaos. We didn't even notice it. No time to think. Keep the ship moving forward. Those were our orders. And for that moment, that was our life. Nothing else. No family, no friends, no memories, nothing. Just keep the ship moving forward. Jesus, do you remember?
Bam!
Bam! Right through the plates like it was paper. Bam! Half in and half out.
Stuck in the side of the ship like an arrow stuck through the skin of a beast. Everyone frozen. Staring at the torpedo. Waiting to die. Looking at it. Frozen. Do you remember that?
Not us. No, sir, we didn't freeze. We didn't care whether it was going to explode or not. Alone, pushing it outside the skin, back against the nose. Pushing, pop, it was gone. Packs the hole. We didn't even pause. Packs the hole. Jesus, that was something. You must remember that.
I remember.
We didn't even mention it.
Did my job.
Oh, come on. We saved the USS Brain.
That was our job. My
USS
job.
Brain. Ship number 630. First ship through the Lady Gulf.
Destroyer.
No emotion.
No time to think.
Pop, right outside the hull. Jesus, it was fantastic.
Hurt.
Double hernia.
Barely walked.
Half-ton torpedoes, no piece of cake.
We were in the hospital. I was in the
A
hospital.
damn hero.
Couldn't move my legs.
Double hernia.
They shipped me home.
Well deserved.
I could barely walk.
I miss it.
I missed them.
120 degrees and we didn't even notice it.
It was hot. Mammy met me with the old truck. North Carolina was so hot.
I miss it. Constantly on the edge.
I remember the ride home. Too bumpy. That old truck had hard seats, so I couldn't get comfortable.
The guns would fire, the big guns. 2 and 3 miles out, shelling the beaches. The whole ship shook.
Mammy took me back to the old house. Still looked the same. My brother Jake had added a room for Mammy on the north end, but it still looked the same. Mammy still got up at dawn and started the fire. She was so old, and she still got up and started that fire.
I miss it.
Sometimes, sitting on the porch, nothing else to do, rocking, waiting. The hole was still there before Pappy fell through. Remember that before he died? Pappy fell through the porch up to his knees, raised his fist to the Lord and said, "God damn it, Lord, why do you punish me? Why don't you just hit me with lightning and get it over with, God damn it?" Oh, Daddy was crying and begging the Lord for forgiveness at the same time.
Chest full of metal.
Mammy loved to brag about those medals.
Jesus, more ribbons and medals than a tree has tinsel on Christmas Eve.
I had to go to the general store to call Leanna. Mammy didn't have a phone. She was afraid someone she didn't like might call up and want to come over.
A 2-month leave. 2 months.
We got through, but Leanna had already left. Packed up the kids in the car and took off. I wanted to tell her not to come. It was too far. I could have taken the train to Kentucky.
That's a long drive.
Kentucky to California was just too far. Roads were bad, car was old.
The ships.
Oh, I miss them.
I miss those days.
Kilby?
Too far,
Too far.
too far.
Oh, you mean the fall?
Dangerous.
I know. You really could have hurt yourself. Lucky for you, your old thick skull broke your fall.
Could barely walk.
Well, you won't be walking anywhere for quite a while. The doctor's worried that you might have a concussion.
Mammy,
Who's Mammy?
I pushed it out.
Pushed it out.
Had to push it out.
You know where the bedpan is?
One room, nothing's changed.
Yeah, it's still the same old room.
Nothing's new.
Well, this uniform is new.
Mammy loves the medals.
There certainly are quite a few on here. Did you win all of these medals, Kilby?
Did my job.
Do you remember what they were for?
Did my job.
Well, they certainly are pretty.
Pretty.
Yes, very pretty.
Papa?
Lacey.
Now, Kilby, you've called me a lot of names, but I believe this is a new one.
Papa,
What?
Mama says you're leaving.
Oh, I've got to go.
Not today.
I hate it when you leave.
So do I.
How does your head feel?
Do we have to move again?
No.
No.
I think we'll stay in San Diego for a while.
Oh, you're thinking about San Diego?
Yes.
You must have really loved it there.
Mama will want to move.
You're always mentioning it.
Mother is trying to keep us together.
I wish you could hear me, Kilby.
Why do we have to
We
move?
won't move this time.
No, you'll be able to stay right here.
I miss you, Papa.
too.
That's nice.
I want you to have this little wooden box.
Mr. Fleming, I am not going to take that box.
That's Mama's ring box.
We talked. We want you to have it.
You keep it.
Really? But you made it for Mama.
She wants you to have it.
Mr. Fleming, I am going to take that box and I'm going to put it over here on the table. But thank you for offering it. Now you try to get some sleep.
I love you, Papa.
Love you, Lacey.
I wish you didn't have to go off.
Oh, one day we'll all be together. You, me, Stephen, your mother, all together. No more war.
Stephen will be so happy.
Stephen deserves to be happy.
Stephen, Papa says we won't have to move again.
Sure.
He means it. He really means it.
We'll move, you'll see.
No.
He always says he won't make us move again. Maine, New York, Boston, Norfolk, Los Angeles, Hollywood, San Francisco. He always says the same thing.
Stephen, I don't like that kind of talk.
It's the truth. When you call, Mama loads us in the car and there we go. It doesn't matter when or where, but there we go.
Your mother makes the decisions.
Mama does anything you say.
Stephen, don't start the yelling.
I've never had a friend for more than 3 months. I've never been to school long enough to learn the school songs.
There are some things in life that are more important than football fight songs.
I know that, Dad. I know it's important. Like being there for your family, but that's something you wouldn't know about.
Stephen, I will not have this kind of talk.
Why do other kids have dads?
We have a
You
dad.
might have one, Lacey, but I don't. I haven't had a father in a long time.
Damn it, there's a war on. I'm an officer in the Navy. I go where they tell me to go.
Well, at least we have something in common, because I go where they tell me to go, too, whether I want to or not.
You are my son. You will go where I tell you to go, and you'll do what I tell you to do.
Follow orders.
Lacey, go inside.
No more yelling, please,
Go
Mama.
inside. Stephen, you aren't too big to get a weapon.
No.
I will not have you talking back to me.
I wish you were
I'm
gone.
going to take this belt and give you a weapon.
I don't care, Phoebe. I still want you gone.
Why can't you be more like your sister? Why do you
Why
cause
do I cause so much trouble? That's all I ever hear, like a broken record. A broken goddamn record.
Mr. Fleming,
I will not put up with this.
Mr. Fleming, calm
I
down.
will not have this.
Lie back.
When I get this undone, you're going to get it.
You're going to hurt yourself. Now lie back down.
When I get this
I
undone,
don't have to sedate you.
I will not have this.
I'm sorry, Kilby, but we cannot have you hurting yourself
Cannot
again.
have my orders disobeyed.
Kilby, Mr. Fleming, hold still.
Stephen!
You'll be all right, Kilby.
Stephen!
Relax.
Come back here! Stephen!
Calm down. You'll be asleep soon.
Stephen! Get back in here!
He did not come for dinner. Do you understand? I knew this would happen. Stephen told me he wouldn't be here for dinner tonight. I'm sorry, Kilby, I should have warned you. I know how you love your dinners. Dinner at 6 o'clock, Egg McMuffins on Saturday. Those are your special
I
times.
feel so poorly.
Your head injury?
Well,
Well, the x-rays were fine. We're going to keep an extra eye on you tonight. Good. Get some sleep.
Kilby Stephen Fleming, Chief Warrant Officer, assigned to ship number 630 USS Brain, Class Destroyer, on assignment Pacific Campaign, objective Leyte Gulf, to provide support for landing craft and to clear the main channel for the battleships.
Kilby, I'm coming to meet you.
no.
I have
Too
to.
far, too dangerous.
What if this is the last time?
Anna,
You never know. What if?
promise the kids.
The kids understand.
Oh, not Stephen.
Why?
Stephen understands.
Why?
He'll never forgive me.
He's just a boy.
Promise, Lacey.
She misses you. She wants to know where her daddy is, and I don't usually have an answer.
Yeah, I really don't think it's a good idea.
3 weeks? 3 months? 3 months of uninterrupted time together? I can be there in less than a week. The kids don't mind. I don't mind. We want to be with you.
I can barely move.
Well, we're coming. We don't have time for you to be better. And I want to be there with you right now.
I knew he'd make us move again.
Now, Stephen.
I don't want to see him.
He didn't want us to come.
He calls and we're
Well,
gone.
I'm sorry you feel this way, but we're going.
No!
Yes.
Papa gonna be okay?
Yes, dear.
Lucky
I
us.
didn't want them to come all that way.
Such a long drive.
Too far to drive.
The car's hot. It's too hot.
Stephen, quit hitting me!
Stephen, stop that.
Listen.
Mama, Lacey hit me.
I know that's not true.
You always stand up for her.
Stephen is a sissy.
Shut up.
Block it.
Stephen is a sissy.
Shut up.
Youngins are going to cause me to have an accident.
Such a long trip.
California.
I I don't want to sit on top of the suitcases.
There's not enough room, Stephen.
Ha ha ha! I get to sit up front.
Shut up.
Lacey was going to take ballet lessons.
Papa promised if we move back to Kentucky, I could take ballet lessons.
I hate Kentucky.
Anna and I are from Kentucky.
Kilby grew up down the road just a piece.
People will call us Hicks.
Kids don't take ballet lessons.
Tobacco was my family's pastime.
Can we stop and see the Grand Canyon? There isn't enough time, Stephen.
Why do we have to race to his side?
He is your father.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah, sure, Stephen. Would you like to stop?
Do we have the time? I thought every minute counted.
Don't get smart with me, young man.
Coca-Cola!
It was a junk heap. I got it for $50 from old man Jenkins at his gas station. It wasn't made for trips, just for running around town.
You'll have to share.
Oh, can I have my own? She always spits in the bottle.
There isn't enough money for another one, Stephen.
Here, Stephen.
There are crackers floating in this Coca-Cola. That is so disgusting.
Well, what's that?
Mom?
Mama!
There's something in the road?
Mama, look
I
out.
think there's something in the road.
It's a dog.
Don't hit the road!
Mama, don't hit the dog.
I want to be a ballerina. Mama says that after the war is over, people will have more time to go to the ballet, and there will be a need for ballerinas. Papa's in the Navy. He's a hero. We'll need him when he comes home. Wherever home is at the time. We travel a lot. Stephen, my brother, hates moving.
We'll go round.
Say she didn't see the ditch.
We'll go round.
Car turned over and
And
over.
over and over.
Came to rest upside down.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Stephen was saved by the suitcases.
I killed her.
Anna, it wasn't anyone's fault.
It's your fault.
Stephen!
If you hadn't made us come.
I didn't want you to come!
Do you?
She's gone.
Well, and she's
She's gone. No one's fault.
such a tiny coffin. It's such a tiny coffin.
Yes.
I put her in that coffin.
Oh.
I drove it to the ditch.
No, Leanna, do you hear me? It's no one's fault. It was an accident. I've seen too many people die and too many people blamed. There will be no more blame.
Oh, can she?
No,
Does she?
no.
Stephen.
She's standing by the willow on the hill.
Stephen!
She blames me.
No more blame. That's what she said. Tell him, convince him.
He won't come down the hill. He just stands there by the tree. He just stands there looking sad, looking angry, looking at me. Tree. The tree hangs over him, hugging him. I should be hugging him, but he won't let me.
I will.
Stephen,
I will never.
Stephen,
I will never forgive you.
Stephen!
I will never forgive you.
Stephen. Stephen.
Pop, it's all right. I'm here. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Stephen,
I'm here.
come down.
From where?
Down the hill.
Dad, what are you talking about?
Come down.
Dad, you're not making any sense.
Grass.
Grass.
Weeds
Well,
everywhere.
don't worry. I'll cut the grass.
Don't worry.
That's right. Don't worry. Look, I brought you your Egg McMuffin.
Oh, God.
You sit up. They got you all tied down. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Stop. Stop moving. Don't sit up. Just wait a minute. Let me undo these straps here. Now stop. Dad, will you just wait a minute? Here we go. We're all right. Everything's all right. There you go. There you go. This thing down for you. Here we go. Here's your Egg McMuffin. Your Egg McMuffin, and there's your coffee. Here you go. Boy, you sure gave everyone at home quite a scare. What the hell were you trying to do? A swan dive? But a scratch on that stubborn head of yours, you're amazing. Here's your coffee. Here. Well, the job looks pretty good. Believe it or not, I think I may be moving again. family around more than you moved us. I always said I would never move, and bam, I find myself moving every 3 years. Why do I do that? Maybe I ought to retire early. Well, why not? The kids are almost grown. I don't know. What would you do? Don't worry. Look, if I do move, I'll find you a new home in whatever city I end up in. I swear. Of course, if this job keeps up, I may be moving in here with you very soon. Want some more coffee? Some more coffee? You know, Pop, I really do understand a lot of what you did. It kind of catches up with you when you get older. What's so damn sad about it all is that you get older. I mean, why do we have to get old? I actually find myself wishing I was more like my father, like you. I sometimes wish I was as strong as you. And Mom, you were so tough through so much that was so bad. I really wish. Saw a friend of the family, Timmy. You remember Timmy? You hated him. You said he would never amount to anything. Well, you're right, Dad, he isn't. The guy's miserable. He's an idiot. Anyway, he asked about you. And I told him that you were the same old ball of fire you always were. Kind of badly about lying, but I wanted him to remember you that way you were when you were well. I have a hard time sometimes remembering you that way.
Make muffin time?
You bet.
How's he doing?
He's doing okay, I think.
Let's see that head, Kilby. Oh, fine. It was just a small bruise.
He's not talking very much today.
That happens.
Yeah?
They turn in on themselves.
But he can hear me, can he?
I think so.
I think so too.
I'm afraid that this fall may have done more damage than we can detect.
So he is not getting any better.
Well, I can't say.
I know.
But he doesn't feel any pain.
You think?
I hope.
Must be awfully depressing for you to be around these people all the time. Listening to the same old stories. Nobody ever getting any better.
I constantly get to see scientists, businessmen, war heroes, you name it. I see these people turn into infants, helpless.
Yeah.
But it's what I do.
Won't fly.
What, Pop?
Flew during the war, New Zealand to California.
Is that right, Kilby?
First time I saw an airplane, I was 6 years old. I jumped in a ditch. Didn't know what it was.
That must have been a long time
I could
ago.
see the man sitting up in the front. I jumped in the ditch.
Even when he was thinking straight. We never could get him to fly.
Jumped in the ditch.
Oh, it happens.
He had this one bad episode in the airplane, and he never would even consider it.
I had a crippled toe.
When my mother was alive, they used to drive for days. I remember when she had her heart surgery. 4 months later, they're driving.
I had arthritis in that toe. Bent it up like a pretzel.
What was your mother's name?
Leanne,
Oh, he is always talking to Leanne.
Couldn't straighten that toe.
she was a very fine, special lady. She moved my sister and I around the country. We'd take trains and boats and cars. Anything she could afford for us to live in. Attics, basements. She'd make it like a home. Backbone. She had plenty of backbone.
Jumped in the ditch, and a bee stung my crippled toe.
He must have really loved her.
He did. He loved us all. Now recently, I didn't understand just how much.
Bee nearly brought me to my knees, but it cured my toe. It's been right ever since.
Do you remember when Mother had her surgery?
October 8th.
That's right. I can't believe you remember that.
October 8th.
Do you remember when her birthday was?
January 16th.
Right again.
I'm still fascinated by what seems to hang on in people's memories. Kilby, do you know what year this is?
I reckon
What year is it now?
January 16th.
No, Dan, what year is it?
Won't fly in any airplane. Rather drive.
Do you remember the year that Mother died?
Mother?
Leanna. When did Leanna die?
December. Very cold.
That's right.
Kilby, do you know who we are?
I have a crippled toe.
It's okay, Pop. It's okay.
Stephen, we're going to be starting him on some new medication.
Will it help?
It's worth a shot.
August 13th.
What?
August 13th.
Any significance to that date?
It's when my sister died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was a while back.
Stephen doesn't even have a scratch.
Stephen is fine.
That's right.
Will you be back in tonight?
I don't think so.
Car is a total loss.
Pile of junk.
That's not very nice, Kilby.
It's a lonely place.
Too lonely.
Well, I'll tell the nurse to visit you a lot today so that you won't get too lonely.
Why do cemeteries always look so sad?
You'd like that.
Stay as long as you can.
I will.
Wait, let's stay.
Stay.
Goodbye, Kilby.
Goodbye, Lacey.
Goodbye.
So, Pop, I think I'm going to be going too.
Stay here, Stephen.
Why?
We need to talk.
Dad, I need to go.
But
It's too late to talk.
Dad, I've got work at home.
we need to get it out.
It's done.
You're still here?
Dad, I haven't spent any time with Maggie.
We need.
I shouldn't be here.
No, you should be here.
Lacey should be
You
here.
both should be
Well,
here.
Maggie's busy. I mean, she's at home. She's trying to keep the house together, keep our lives
No
together.
one is to blame, son.
That's easy.
What do you mean?
No blame, easy way out.
I mean, that since
Every
we've come here,
event,
we haven't had
every
time
action
to
doesn't need
do
a reason.
Solution.
Solution.
You made us move.
Dad, putting you here was no solution.
I didn't want to move.
Dad, you're sick. We couldn't take care of you by ourselves. We needed somebody who knows how to do that. We couldn't do it alone.
Son, accidents happen. People die.
You didn't die.
Do you want me to die?
What the hell kind of question is that?
Sometimes. Sometimes I do.
You're not going to forgive me for this, are you?
Ever?
I suppose not.
Dad, I hated having to put you here. I hate not being able to take care of you. I owe you.
No matter what I say.
There's nothing to say. Lacey's dead. I'm not dead. You're not dead. Mom's not dead. Lacey's dead.
And I'm to blame.
No, there is no one to blame.
No forgiving.
No.
It's not your fault. You have a disease. It's not your fault.
All right, well, the blame has been placed. Now I guess we can move on.
I guess we can.
I guess we can move on.
No, I said if I move, you'll move.
That's it.
You did it. You blamed me, and I accept the blame.
Have to carry on.
Carry on? I'm not one of your seamen. I don't carry on. I don't have to take your orders.
You're still my son.
Always my son.
Right?
Yeah, I'm still your son. Jesus, how can
Oh,
I ever forget
Stephen!
that?
Stephen,
What?
That's it, Stephen. Run away. Run away. Don't face it. Just run.
you have to be brave.
Oh, Dad.
I'll carry it. I'll carry the
Right.
damn guilt. I'll face it. I'll carry it if you want me to. I'll carry it.
Why don't you try and get some sleep?
I don't think I'll ever sleep again.
Never sleep.
Could I get you anything before I leave? Can you play? Do you feel well enough? All right. All right. Did you see I brought you a uniform
Nettles?
with all of your medals? Here's the guitar. Here you go.
I'll finish the song.
Well, first you have to start the song. There it is. Okay, now play away. Let's hear it. Dad, you're not... Dad, you're missing the strings. Dad, you're missing the strings.
From this valley they say you are going. How I'll miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. Oh, they say you are taking sunshine that sure brightens our pathway a while.
Let's put the guitar away.
What you think of this valley you're leaving?
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
how lonely, how sad it will be. Oh, think of the fond heart you're breaking, and the grief you are causing me to see.
Please.
No! Look, you're not even trying to play. We're going to put the guitar away, and when you're feeling better, you can try again.
Stephen, Fort,
Now look, Dad, don't worry about it. I've got to go. I've got to go home.
please
I'll come visit you tomorrow.
say
Why don't you try and take a nap?
sorry
Feel better,
for
okay?
give.
Goodbye, Pop.
Please. Please. Stephen. Stephen. Stephen.
He's gone.
No.
He'll be back here.
He hates me.
No, he doesn't hate you.
Blames me.
No.
Maybe he's right.
No, he's not. He's just hurt.
Needs to get over it.
None of us will ever get over it.
Have to move on.
Know that, but we don't have to forget.
More painful to remember.
We owe it to her to remember.
I don't want
Our
to.
little girl. Our little girl bitter. She was a part of our life. She will always be a part of our life. It has to be that way, Kilby.
Get dressed.
Did you hear what I said?
After report,
Did you hear what I said?
I heard.
Oh, some things will always hurt us.
You're right, I know.
The war, the accident.
You're right.
Kilby, I just don't want you to bury this away inside.
I won't.
You already
I
have.
haven't.
You know, you have never spoken of what goes on at sea. You've never once mentioned of your shipmates or your friends. Obviously, you've seen some pretty horrible things.
Leanna, I just want to forget about
And
it.
you're not trying to bury this away inside. It's going to eat you up,
My
Kilby.
way.
Oh, for 2 years. 2 years we pretended this accident never happened. For 2 years I grieved by myself, Kilby.
That's not true.
You're right. Stephen was there.
Just because I don't talk about it doesn't mean I haven't thought about it. I do, over and over again. And I try to figure out where I was.
To blame?
Let's forget it.
You can, I won't.
Just bury it.
Only when they buried me.
I'm gonna be late.
Oh, the entire U.S. Navy is going to collapse when Chief Warrant Officer Fleming shows up late.
Leanna, I don't think we should be fighting now. I'm leaving for a long time.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Leanna.
Stephen just wants to hear you say that you're sorry and he is that
He knows.
dead.
He knows that.
No, no, he doesn't.
Well, he should.
Suppose we all should.
I can't. I can't.
Mom said you wanted to talk with me.
Stephen,
Mom thinks you and I should have a talk.
I have to get dressed.
I told her that we've talked enough.
This jacket is caught in this plastic.
I know how you feel.
Steve, can you help me with this?
You wish it had been me, Pop.
What?
You wish it had been me.
No, I just need to get dressed.
Papa, why are you getting
I'm a little
dressed?
confused.
Me, not her.
Are you leaving again?
Chris, you need to look crisp.
Could someone help me with this?
Don't leave again.
Suppose we'll never agree on anything.
No.
Well, have you changed your mind?
Do I look okay?
Chris,
You've got to hurry.
Don't leave.
I'll see you. I've got to go.
Stephen!
You look fine, Kilby.
Chris, always a perfect officer.
Don't go, Papa.
We need some music.
Never bending, always a soldier.
Please,
The music stops.
let me in.
I would.
I waited.
Let me in.
Playing is for children.
A hero.
Listen for the river.
So brave.
Not true.
Right.
Please, please.
You went away.
Play.
We can't.
Please.
Music.
The dance.
Medals.
No more.
Let
No more.
me
No more.
in.
Stephen,
Well,
I'm sorry.
yeah, me too.
I think he was a very nice man.
Sometime. He had his moments.
I'll leave you alone.
I was wondering, did you come across a little tiny wooden box?
This one.
Thank God, I thought it was lost forever.
He once tried to give me that box.
He did,
I kind of knew that it was important.
just in memories.
Was it yours?
No, it was my mother's. And they gave it to my sister.
I see.
In fact, he made it. I suppose it's not important now.
Things don't have to be that important.
No, I suppose not.
Well, I'm sorry for the way, well, I just wish it had happened differently. He was just very confused.
to miss the music. Those same 5 songs. I suppose we'll always regret the things never said. I know I do. I wish you could forgive it, baby. And I wish I could forgive you. At times, you finish all arguments even when we're not ready to. I suppose you'll have heaven all straightened out in a couple of weeks. See you later, Pop. I love you. You take care. Maybe I'll bring you an Egg McMuffin when it's my time to come up there. Pixie out there.